Hello, all of you delightful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Ascent to Ascend Pathfinder, Season 5, Episode 8, A Feast. It has finally returned after about 2 months of Sunday curse hitting and stopping it from going. So let's go ahead and get into this. We shall begin with introductions. Go
Hello, I am
ahead.
Taldir. Yep. Hello, I am Taldirs, and I will be the storyteller for Ascent to Ascend Pathfinder tonight. Next up would be Gar, correct?
Yes.
Probably. I am Tochemay, and I am playing Gar, the Knoll Barbarian.
While you wait.
Is it me next?
No, it's Zim next.
It's the twins.
Sorry, I was setting a timer for the swear jar stuff, and Alexa was like, do you want to do this or that or the other thing?
You and Boo and I, hamsters and rangers everywhere, rejoice!
Thank you for that treat, Spooky. But yeah, I am Razim, and I am playing as the Marten twins, a pair of sentient feral psionic Martens. They are psionic incanters, and this week they are named Candy and Floss.
They're named Cotton Candy.
I mean, it could be worse. You could have gone with the French translation.
Yes.
Speaking of, it's your turn next, Fox.
Indeed it is. Hello. I am the Fox Bard, playing Moriarty McCann, the Fox Bard. You'll never guess what class he is.
He's a paladin.
How'd you know?
Why are you so muffled, by the way?
Oh, I've got
Like
a
me?
new
him.
microphone. It's my old good one kind of crapped out, so I kind of just have a headset one for now.
Ah.
Makes sense.
Anyways, I'm Tanya Sapien. I'm playing Rosalia Nadu Cygnus, the Necro Bunny. She has many minions. Many minions.
And last but not least, it's Timber.
I was just waiting. Alright, hello everyone, I'm Temple. I'm playing Templedor Jägermeister von Glorious Balkenborg Wolfenstein. I'm a big wolven paladin, captain of the crew, and she might have more minions, but I have the bestest ones.
Actually, to be fair, I think Kemo has the most minions out of any of us.
Well, okay, fine. The Kazran has more minions than you! I'm one of them.
It's not a competition.
Yes, it is! Praise be to Mountain Queen.
Okay, so, Timber, go for the recap.
Alright, so, previous episode, Rose did, Tibble looks at the swell jaw and just starts sweating.
You
She
know
went
what?
on a spiritual journey.
Okay, look. You know what? Here, I'll do you a solid. Just do your normal thing. I'll front you the $5.
Okay. Oh God, Kazran, this thing was looming over me. I forgot how to donate.
No,
It's
don't
been so
worry.
long.
I'll front you the $5.
Okay.
You're good.
Well, okay, so she went through a spiritual journey, and apparently, the twins blew up something downstairs, and I went down there, and they were like, Sam's on fire, and I'm like, by the Kazun, why is she on fire? Why is he on fire? Oh no! And so I like asked him if like holy water would like hold him or something, and apparently it didn't. So I splooshed him with it, and he's still on fire.
Truly, this is the dankest dungeon.
Taldarius tipped $5.
There you
Thank
go.
you for that
You are
tip,
now free
pal.
timber.
Okay,
After
okay.
they made those magic brownies, it is the dankest dungeon.
Yeah, it was pretty dank down there, and with all the skeletons running around, it might as well be a dungeon. But anyways, there was okay, so he was on fire, so I asked the Kaiserman what the hell was going on with this guy, and she was like, well, you know, he's a solid ghost, but, you know, you're not really important enough to know more than that. And I'm like, yes, Kaiserman, if it was important, you would tell me, I hope. Anyways, let's see. Oh, and then, you know, we were kind of like walking around, and apparently Kemo found the stash and he started eating it. So I tried to take it from him, and I got thrown across the room. And then Gore tried to take it, and then he was thrown across the room. And then it was like 8 minutes of me banging my head against an invisible wall of total.
Yep, I'm
Duh.
flying through the air. This is not good.
Yeah, basically that. And so I had to resort to the power of fucking friendship. God damn it! The twins helped me. And yeah, so now we dogpiled Kemo, and the end.
Just as a quick extra thing, Kemo also went on a spirit journey, including seeing his adoptive father sometime nebulously in the past, renouncing his his faith effectively.
Yep.
I mean, what a day to not be here. I mean, he is freaking bazonked out of his mind.
The dankest dungeon.
Carcerus tipped $5 for the swear jar. Poor monetization.
Yeah, thank you, Carcerus. By the way, that is the first tier of the tip goal completed. Thank you,
Nice.
everybody. Just wish it didn't come at the cost of my monetization. Computer,
I'm sorry, I was an
cancel my
infantryman and I
timer.
used the F word,
15-minute time.
the F word as a comma.
That's not how that's not, that's not how they-
Expletives are enunciation, not actual, words.
I'm infantryman. You think I know punctuation?
You know punctuation.
Yeah, I know
You know, and you
punctuation.
know punch a nation.
Punch
You know
the
punch a
nation.
nation. Yeah.
I know, yeah.
His version of magic is making things disappear on order.
I
thought
like
he
to
cast
call
iron.
it
Oh, wait, no, that was a guy.
unhealthcare. Unhealthcare.
On healthcare. I don't know. Is that similar or related to Batcath care?
Timber's just over here being just outright cruel and mean to people.
I am a conquest paladin. It's kind of my job. I'm a Jägermeister. It's kind of my job. I bully the other Wolven, okay, into compliance.
Wait, that shit has SAOA quotes? Hell yeah.
Yes.
It has
Oh,
SAOA.
no. I've given Tiberius power.
SAOA is amazing. Okay, that is.
What did it say?
At least I pretend to be nice to people.
He said pretend to be nice to people.
Yeah, the other person
No,
was
no, no.
Wait, what?
That's
Pretend?
Rose. Anyways, we should get started.
Yes. So, you guys, as previously mentioned, have now effectively subdued Kemo from his crazed drug consumption, and he is passed the fuck out right now. Other than that, order has mostly returned to the ship. Mostly. I mean, you still have a bunch of orphans slash conscripts running around, and, well, there is always some minor amount of chaos going on.
Yeah. And Rose is going to need to find somewhere very secure to lock up the special brownies. Though the non-special brownies will be left out for whoever wants them.
Alright.
The non-special
Twins.
brownies still are sinfully good. But yes, go ahead.
Twins mark down Imperial victory with the assistance of you. Since you're the scorekeeper.
Aye, Captain.
Yeah. Alrighty. Tim was like on top of... I guess he's like sitting on top of the dog pile, but whatever. And he kind of looks around. And, Kemo's not actively resisting anymore, correct?
No, he's either passed out or so far into his drug haze that he is unresponsive.
Alright, Timber's gonna...
He's reached the eyes rolled back and foam at the corners of the mouth stage of this drug trip.
He is twitching occasionally, so he's still whatever kind of alive he is, but, you know.
Unalive.
Yeah, he's undead. Unalive. Alright,
Dad.
alright. Let's get up. I think he's done resisting. Timber squints his eyes when he says that. So he orders his men to stand up.
I do recall
Wait,
that Rose
he's
did in fact
moving!
tie him up.
Dog pile!
I do remember that Rose did in fact tie him up once he was down. Just in case.
Good response time, men. They stand up.
I think it would be best if we
Kemo gets,
relocated him to the...
dogpiled by over 2,000 pounds of wolven.
I just imagine, like, you... Oh, go ahead.
I think it would be best if we moved him to the brig now.
Yeah, but first, Timber's gonna cast a level 2 spell of detect item.
Alright, what are you attempting to detect?
The paperwork that Timber gave to Kemo.
Alright. I'm just imagining that, you're just using to, like, figure out in what container he has that it's in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would just be in his bag.
Yeah. Timber's gonna rifle through his bag real quick and pull it out.
Alright.
He inspects it.
You have obtained the paperwork.
Alright. And then he eats it.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm not going to ask you to roll, considering it's normal sizes of paper and you are a wolven, so... You can just eat the paper. It's not going to be nutritious or taste good, but...
You mean so normal? At least Kazran's chow's nutritious.
Yeah. It is filled with something that has some level of nutrition.
Yep. The power of redaction. Alright, now you can take him away. Where are all the conscripts? Timber, like, picks up Kemo. Somebody gather the conscripts.
You know, I'm just gonna roll to see which one's gonna do it. Why not? Was there ever any doubt that it would end up being Brutus anyway? Brutus goes and does so.
He's a go-getter. It's always Brutus.
True.
That's
I
fine.
roll a d3 and it comes up Brutus. Come on.
That's... Everybody knows he's second in command. He's probably the highest ranking of the Wolven infantry.
I mean, he kind of was anyways, but yeah.
just like roll a d6 and it ends up Taldarius.
Do not bring that evil into this game.
You missed me
can't
with that
select
evil,
me.
Ricky Bobby. You missed me with that evil,
you
Ricky
put-
Bobby.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Oh my god.
All right. And Timber's just gonna wait for him to come back.
Yep. He's gonna be, because, like, you know, obviously you were in, like, one of the lower decks. He's basically just gonna be, like, you can hear him stomping around, like, on each individual, like, door, like, knocking on it, and then proceeding to open it anyway without giving anyone inside the chance to respond, and yelling for them to report to
Knocking on
the...
it, knocking on it opens the door.
Yep. So he like pounds on the door and then immediately opens it afterwards, and then you basically just like hear a muffled yell of "Report to the Jägermeister!" Stomp, 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 stomp. Knock, knock, knock. Open.
Bump, bump,
Report to the
Report to my
Jägermeister!
Jägermeister. Bump, 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 bump.
Unwavering purpose.
So yeah, he goes. So yeah, he basically goes deck by deck doing things like that until like pretty much all the conscripts are gathered up at before the party.
And once Rose is confident that the brownies have been safely secured, she's going to be joining the gathering.
Rose?
Yes.
Mayhaps I could have 8 of them.
Of the special brownies?
Yes.
Oh, sure. I mean, you're the captain, so if you want them, then you've got them. But I'm suddenly curious about what you're planning to do with them.
Tibble turns to his Wolven and goes, "This is a secret tool that will help us in future episodes."
It's a surprise tool that'll help us later.
Yeah.
I'm not curious as to his blood tolerance.
Oh, they're not for me.
Oh.
All right, so once the conscripts come down, Temple wants to go give them a little lesson.
All right. Okay, wait, hold on. Timber, would you prefer a high number or a low number?
I always take the high ground. I will die on this hill if I need to.
To be fair, you'd also die in the middle of a ravine.
Yep.
Good choice, though. 78. All right. It's not perfect, and it could obviously do with a lot of work, but the conscripts do actually get into what could pass as lines. It
Timber,
appears
like-
that your Wolven have actually been teaching them.
Yeah. Temple almost cries a tear. Almost.
Get back in
Get
there,
back
tear.
in there.
The twins are going to the twins are going to go stand specifically outside of the lines.
Oh my god.
To be fair, it's only like really rough lines. Like it's just, instead of it being a gaggle, it's just it has some semblance of order, even though getting what equates to from teenagers down to, like, you know, single digit or like age orphans to actually stand in perfect lines is probably not going to happen.
Yeah, Rose is just off to the side sitting on a bucket. She's observing.
Alrighty, conscripts. How's everyone today?
There's a smattering of responses which are basically just drolled out. Doing good, Jägermeister.
Well, that's good. That's good. Behold, a hypocrite. And Temple shakes Kemo in front of him.
Kemo is very limp.
Yeah. This is what freedom does to a motherfucker. Look at him. He believes. No, he hates. He hates people like kings and queens because he believes that they don't, that they can have, that their actions have no consequences. And yet here he is. Remember that. Oh man, it's been so long. I'm trying to remember all the things I wanted to say.
If it helps, I know you did message it to me at one point.
Yeah, it's just hidden underneath the memes about the Bismarck and everything else.
Yeah, the Borkmark.
Yeah. But yeah, Temple basically wanted to go over how Kemo believes that.
I did go ahead and just ping it for you.
Yeah, there we go.
Now I'm just imagining that it's, Timber's got the letter out and it's the scene from Nightmare Before Christmas where, the mayor's trying to read his speech and the fog's rolling in and he's just like...
Oh, sorry about
Look
that,
at
guys.
Marten on the table. Look at
Yes,
that
look
little
at
cutie.
Look at the Marten. It's so cute.
Behold the cuteness.
Little Marten on the table. You wanted to.
The twins are now on a table. Oh wait, actually the twins have the construction sphere. They just summon up a table to stand on.
There you go.
Yeah.
Does it make any sound effects?
I don't think so.
I bet they
I mean, if you
still-
wanted to have a sound effect, you can give it a sound effect. I'm just imagining that it doesn't actually exist, but you just put it in people's heads anyway.
Yes, yes. They just play a loop recording of, construction sounds from their time with, Randy.
the construction orc. Alright,
Caldarius, I can confirm there are indeed quite a few Sword Art Online abridged sound bites on Blurb. I may or may not be thumbing through some of them right now.
Please tell me they have the power of love is bullshit.
I haven't seen that particular one.
Damn it, that's one of the best ones. Just for everyone's reference, the power of love is bullshit. The power of swords and violence. Now that's where the money's at.
I love this already. Alright,
but,
I'm just trying to condense this down and not spend too much time on it. And also trying to make it a way that makes sense with Timble.
Though my battle cry may give me away.
I had a big old speech, and now it's kind of effed up. But yeah, Timble's just gonna go over how he believes Kemo is a hypocrite. And, God damn it. And that by no means will the Wolven,
Influence.
yeah, God.
Alright, I'll take a look at that in a second. Continue.
The Wolven were under no duty to defend the children or the conscripts, but they've proven time and time again that they're willing to get their ass beat to defend you, and that they're gonna have to pick a side someday. And fucking, I don't know. It was better in my head.
Alright, the kids are going to look pretty confused, but they do seem to actually be listening to what you have to say. It seems like a lot of these concepts are kind of like going over their heads a bit, but they do kind of see that apparently Kemo did something he wasn't supposed to do and is passed the fuck out.
Yeah. That's good enough. Alright. I guess we're gonna throw him in the brig. Conscripts, you're dismissed.
All right. They don't really give like a proper affirmation of that, but then they do kind of like start dispersing after you say it. At least they've been taught to actually kind of line up so far.
Yeah.
Progress has been made.
Imperial victory. Marking it down.
Make it a small dash, though.
Just a half tally.
Yeah. Temple
Okay,
will take Kemo to the brig.
You did take 8 of the magic brownies, right?
Yep.
Okay. I was just making sure that I got my numbers updated properly.
Now, is it 8 or is it 8?
Timber's not going to consume these.
Rose gave it to him, so it is actually 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. As the urchins start to disperse, one of the older ones does end up coming up to you, Timber.
Which one?
It's not one of the ones that you've really talked to, but it is one of the ones that was like, slightly better with the weapons you handed him than the others.
I mean, Temple would kind of know their names.
Oh, okay. If you were actually paying attention to your names, this one.
Oh yeah, Captain's gonna know his crew.
Well, yeah, but you also have a couple hundred of these guys.
And just
So-
think Temple can't remember names. Of course he can. He cares.
All I need
That
to
is-
know is
Temple's greatest weakness is that he actually gives a shit.
all I need to know is species, gender, name, and blood type.
Well, I don't have the blood type. I mean, do you really want me to start trying to come up with blood types?
Temple just needs to know rank and so conscript and then name. That's what
Alright.
Temple does.
Well, this is a fuck, was this one? Okay, yes, this one was. This is the lesbian that's on your lesbian. Just in case the chat forgot, that is the name of a country, Lesmi. The
The cat or
lesbian.
dog people?
Are you asking which one it is, or?
Yeah.
Whoa,
there's
a lot of hostility here. Don't appreciate it.
Does that mean that I should just have scanners tabbed? All right. Moving on. This is it's basically a catfolk,
Okay.
and their name is Morgan.
Alright. Temple would address him as Conscript Morgan.
Hey, Jägermeister Timber. I just I don't think I got everything in your speech that you gave, but I don't know. I feel like at least I kind of really wanted out of Verlago, but I do think that the prince did know of actual actions and consequences, because despite everything, our town has survived for quite a while.
Oh, I wasn't talking about the prince. I was talking more about Kemo being a hypocrite about not caring about actions or consequences.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, because I think that, it's because you talked about how he hated, like, nobility and the like. That's just more why I wanted to mention it.
Well, typically a king or a prince has to make the tough choices. You can't please everyone. In fact, let's play a little game, conscript. I want you to find something. Temple thinks for a second. That everyone could like. That's your mission today.
You mean like everyone on the ship, or like everyone ever?
Let's keep it to everyone on the ship. Make it simple.
I was about to say, if it was everyone ever, that'd be hard, but...
Yeah.
I mean... I guess
Just
I can
a
go look
little-
around. The festival's still
little
going on.
exercise. A little exercise. I'm curious to see what you come up with.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the festival's still going on, so they're like all the merchants are still here. I might be able to go find something. And it looks like Morgan's kind of just like thinking things over and starts to just kind of walk off. And goes ahead and goes over to the Atharian, who's just before you ask, his name is Oscar.
Yeah.
And they sort of start chatting a bit before both of them go off.
They're chatting a bitch. We're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
chat
whatever.
that bitch up.
Yeah, absolutely.
As
But yeah,
you
no,
know,
they
the audience will
both
see,
chat
once
a
you get
bit,
past
and
the first 15 minutes, the swear jar no longer means anything.
well, also the swear jar already got paid 3 times, so you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Morgan and Oscar are gonna go ahead and walk off.
Well, if Timber's actually taking Kemo down to the brig, Rose will be getting up and following him.
Yeah. Timber
She's
is
just
cool.
keeping an eye on Kemo right now.
Truly, this is the dankest dungeon.
Timber _ tyrants _ Templar tipped $5. Swidjaw.
Thank you for that tip,
Is that your
Timber.
big plan here, huh? Make me feel feelings so you can cut me down a peg? That cuts deep, kid. But I respect that.
That is the second tier of the tip goal completed.
So actually, you know, I gotta ask, how do you get to that blurb thing?
It should be if you mouse over the stream
Zim
itself.
stream.
Yep, on Zim stream. Well, mine has blurps enabled too. Hint, hint. If you mouse over it, there'll be a little button on the right side of the screen.
The
Little
star.
pink thing with a face.
Oh. Okay.
You use bits to cheer. Sorry, use bits to play blurps. I'm upset that's a sentence that actually parses. You use bits to play blurps on the Twitches.
So yeah, Timber's gonna take his cadre and Rose down to the brig with Kemo.
All
You may
right.
notice that down in the brig, all of her minions are still locked up.
Understandable.
She had preventatively locked all of them up, but when she went off on her drug trip, just in case she did anything that she would later regret.
Yeah, like while in her drug case, declaring herself the queen of evil, and you know.
Which I hope didn't happen.
No.
Nah, it didn't.
Otherwise, Brutus would have shot you again.
True.
Don't worry, you're getting one more minion locked up down there.
It's just a part-time minion.
A disappointment.
We would like to buy one child, please.
I just love SAOA like blurbs. They're so good.
It's nothing but gems.
Alrighty. Well, Roselia, do you have any preference where to hang this abomination?
I think it'd be a good idea to have him in the corner, as far away from my other minions as possible.
Brutus?
Because if he gets desperate and starts going into withdrawals, he might try to take control of one of my minions and use them to get him out of his cell.
Brutus, fetch me the cone of shame.
He is going to go ahead and do his customary salute with a metal thunk before stomping off, and he doesn't waste the time to actually open up the doors. He sort of just starts booting them open a bit.
Back.
Because the cone of retrieving the cone of shame means that this is very important, and it cannot be stopped down by something as silly as doors and property damage.
Yes.
Then he'll go and rummage around a bit, and then come back with an absolutely fucking massive cone that looks like it would fit on a wolven, but luckily, because it tapers down so much, it will still fit on Kemo, even if it is almost as big as he is.
Temple puts
I need to stop
the
playing
cone
with
of
these blurbs.
Temple
Sorry.
puts the cone of shame onto Kemo's neck, leans down and gives him a little kiss on his forehead, and goes, "That's two," and then puts him in the corner. Shame! Then all the wolves just start yelling shame, and then they march off.
I imagine that they each throw a customary hardtack ration at the shamed individual.
Yeah. Some garbage. Let's see if any. As they throw the garbage, does anyone make a? Let's just roll I don't know, a d20 or whatever. See if anyone gets a good hole in one or whatever.
I guess Timber, you're going to.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Splat.
Let's go. Ulf. Ulf just crit. All right, thank you, Ulf.
Shame.
Brutus just got an 18. Thank you, Brutus. All right, Randolph. Just also got an 18. No Wolven rolled below an 18 for throwing things at the shamed individual. Let's go.
Shame, just trash and whatever. Bucket full of trash.
Thank
Now
you,
it's
thank
just
you,
coming.
Ulf. Thank you, Brutus. Thank you, Randolph.
The Kazon's
Anti-magic
finest.
cone of shame.
It's not anti-magic, but it is humiliating. Hence the name Cone of Shame. Shame!
Loud.
Alright. Good job, men. The Kazon's proud of you. And then he marches off.
I'm noticing a possible math error on my sheet here.
Shame!
Oh wait, no, it's. Oh wait, no. Huh. No, my active summons adds up to 24, yet I've got 27 points deducted from my pool.
Gaul?
Hmm?
Why does your gem on the top left corner have a red thing, but everyone else is black?
Because I right-clicked it and select color.
Oh, okay. That's why it's gray. Okay. Continue. Tibble notices things that aren't uniform.
Oh wait, no. Okay. Yeah, one of the Coco cams got destroyed by Grug, right?
Yeah. Grug hit with
Okay,
ball.
so that's
The shark ball.
okay. So that's 2 hit dice being occupied, not 3, and then that's there. So it's 5. Okay, I fixed the math on my sheet.
I have returned.
Welcome back, Sim.
Welcome back to the Cone of Shame.
Yes.
I was
No Wolven
listening.
rolled below an 18. Thank you, Wolven, for your comedic rolls.
The Kazoan's finest. She wants entertainment.
Alrighty. So, what would you guys like to do now that the Cone of Shame event has been completed?
Where are the twins? They still in their little table thing?
I'm gonna go with yes.
Alright, as the Wolven march by, Timbal takes a left and the other Wolven keep marching off, and he goes up to the twins, takes a knee. I have something for you.
They look at each other. Then they summon up a small throne for themselves on top of the table and sit in it. And then nod.
Timbal blinks for a moment. Twins, whatever you do, don't tell the Wolven that you can do that. Hold on a second, I got a phone call.
Marten, talkie network.
It's just the Marten talking network calling Timber to be like, you shouldn't tell them not to do that.
But yeah, I'm back. That is very dangerous. Do not do that around other Wolven.
Okay. So what did you want to show us?
Temple reaches into his vest and pulls out that quote-unquote empty book. I have destroyed something of yours, and I'm replacing it with something proper. And Timble gives him the book that he drew of how Wolven fight with swords.
Oh, well, thank you. We'll make sure this gets into the library.
That way, it's not 100% heretical. Timber stands up, dusts himself off, and marches back upstairs.
The twins are hopping off their table and throne and going off to the library to give the book to the librarian.
All right. As you do so, they will gratefully accept it, flip through it, kind of like start to catalog it, and then pause for a second and go to a shelf and pull out what looks to be a book and hand it to you, but not before also pointing at the sign-out sheet.
They look at the new book with confusion.
it is labeled History of Atar. And the place you're currently at is Damatol Atar, so... It might be a little bit, It might have some neat information in it, it might not, but... Either way, the librarian has found out from someone that, where you're actually at, and so is providing you with a book that they happen to have that is on the location you're at.
They will
Oh, God,
accept
this
it,
is
sign
perfect.
it out, and then go back to their table, summon some cushions on it, and settle down to read it together.
All right. Go ahead and make me...
Joke.
I believe that this would best be used as linguistics check. In order to parse the information. It does appear to be, notably, in a very, very old dialect. Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah!
I think they are able to understand it.
Oh, yeah.
Just barely.
You know what? I'm gonna say that, it's probably actually pretty similar to, like, at least some of, like, the oldest, like, legal things that the twins would have read at some point. So, yeah, let's say that that's why they're able to understand this so easily, because it's just like, reading, like, really, really, really old case files. And it actually describes the, history of Deimos's, what was it? Deimos's Atoll of Atar. Apparently, this was the actual original name of the island, and, very reasonably modern day, it sort of got mashed together into Damatol. However, the actual island's name back in historical times was Atar. And it specifically mentions that this place was home to an individual known as Deimos the Unchained, who was an escaped slave and made his way to the island of Atar, where there was actually a building called the Wonder of Atar that was built by something. It doesn't actually really list out, just that it was a very large individual. However, upon taking it over, Deimos's dream of freedom and the like was actually fairly well upheld, because originally he actually as a part of the rules that he made for the area when he took it over, is that he would never allow a the returning of an escaped slave or a recalcitrant prisoner. And even millennia later, it seems that they're keeping up this this dream of freedom and justice. Notably, it also mentions that somewhere on the island lies a crypt. Not what is contained within, but that there is a crypt.
Okay, the twins are setting off to go find this crypt.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Is Moriarty snoring?
I don't know, Moriarty, are you snoring? Oh no, he might not have gotten to the coffee in time.
Oh no.
Moriarty.
Or the energy
Sleepy
drink,
boy.
or whatever it was he was making.
What's up?
There he is.
Yay!
Was I what now?
Snoring.
You were nodding off.
Oh, I wasn't nodding. I was like a rock.
Did you make it to the
okay.
coffee?
I understand eepy foppy noises. I'm an
EP
expert.
Foppy.
That's what
I'm
Timber likes to call
actually
it,
making up some energy drink right now for myself to make sure that I'm gonna be awake.
Yep.
I have
Okay.
a free walkout because I already chugged it. No.
So, are the twins
Good
going to
enough.
be like grabbing the rest of the party for this, or are they just going looking?
They're gonna go find it by
no.
themselves, or at least try to. And then they'll come get the rest of the party.
That's fair.
Quick aside, I noticed something in my inventory that I have no idea what it is or how it got there. It's a hatchet of keening vengeance.
Oh,
Do you
you got
remember
that
how
from
that ended up?
Kazan. In the
The dwarf?
mirror world thing. Yeah, the dwarf.
Yeah.
What does it do?
I remember that I sent it to you at some point. Let me go to our DMs real quick.
I think it was something about vengeance. That's all I remember.
Yeah, it canes the vengeance. That's what it does.
Well,
my
yeah, it does
God.
keen for vengeance. But if I remember correctly, it's a mithril like hatchet, little like hand axe thing. And
Right, here we go. I found
if
it's got a stat block on it.
The status
It's got
block.
amazing crit. It's got amazing crit when active, whatever the thing is that activates it.
against someone who has personally wronged you.
Oh.
So it isn't enough to like basically be like, oh hey, I'm having to fight against you. This is like they had to have personally wronged you.
Ah, so she can really mess up the twins with it.
Yeah, obviously. So like for example, like if you were to use it against like, you know, a certain a certain set of gnolls, it would activate if you were to use it probably against Paladin Shield Piercer.
Gar, I need to check to see whether or not you're going to betray me. Here, touch this axe and tell me if it hurts.
Hey, new axe. Hey, thanks.
But yeah, it gains a lot of stat boost if someone has personally wronged you.
Tanya, I swear, I didn't know they were the last of the cookies.
Well, he's gonna go to Mars.
Yep.
Anyways.
Oh, am I getting you candy bars?
All right, I'm back.
And then it's effective against Temple because his name's Temple. That's the only reason why. But it's kind of suspicious. Because it makes you think he personally wronged you. It makes you think he personally wronged you. But no, it's just because it's an axe, and that tends to be the weapon that crits Temple the most.
It's
I kept
definitely
track of it.
nothing
Kind of
to
funny.
do. Nothing to do with anything.
Yep, nothing to do with anything.
I'm sure Moriarty had something witty he wanted to say there, but he can't parse a full sentence at the moment.
It's okay, I'm only slightly numb in my face.
Get up and do a jumping jack. Out of shape noises.
I like the sound of struggles.
Timber down.
Don't say that.
Keep it, Didney. Keep it, Didney.
Didn't he do it?
Oh wow, the back of my head feels weird.
So
wasn't me.
The twins are wandering off to go find the whatchamacallit?
Crypt Keeper.
Yep.
If that's what you
And for all we know is they're just going on their little magical adventure again, like they always do.
They have magical adventures without us?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, they
If
have a
Tipper
life
sees them,
outside of
he's
us.
just gonna look disappointed.
Didn't know that they were alive.
Oh my god.
I thought they were like undead abominations.
No, that's Kemo.
And Rosalia.
No,
my
she's just
God.
undead.
And Moriarty sometimes.
No, he's just undead sometimes. He said undead abominations, which is Kemo.
So yeah, the twins are going off on an adventure. Tildarius,
Yes.
the town, is there any sort of like magical shop around?
Oh yeah. I mean, there's like a ton of shit here, especially because of all those merchants that are like absolutely filling the place for the festival.
Right, well, before going there, Rose is actually going to flip through the scrolls that we had gotten, that big huge pile that the prince gave us. See if there is a scroll of the detect corpse or find corpse, whatever that name of that spell is.
All right, let me go ahead. I know I sent a thing to you for it, so let me see if I can't find it.
Because yeah, she's started to get her priorities in order now that she's realized she was just being spiteful.
All right, let's see. Relago scrolls cause your detect poison, identify protection from evil, summon nature's ally 1, protection from longer fear, grease, bleed, silent image. Detect undead. That's not what you wanted. Charm person, disguise.
I feel like if Rose were to cast Detect Undead, she would just hear microphone feedback.
Probably, but you know.
Yes, there is undead.
It's okay.
Oh, hey, I
Temple-
forgot
Temple
to
did
give
it.
you guys a couple of invisibility things.
Temple
That's
tried to detect undead and just Rose blew up his freaking radar.
Yeah.
You do have a scroll of scrying.
I know Moriarty has a scroll.
Scrying's a
of
high level thing,
screed.
though, isn't it?
It's like level 3 if you're a bard.
All right. Well,
It's
the
like level
bard's in the
4 for a
headline there,
wizard.
so.
Hi.
That's very much a Moriarty thing then. So it's since she hasn't found that particular scroll, she's going to go looking for it in town, see if she can find a vendor that has one. Because she realizes the importance of that spell. Now that she knows it's a spell that exists, she's going to try to reverse engineer it. Gonna try to learn the spell from the scroll.
Specifically, you're trying to find, the spell find corpse.
Yes, she wants to learn the spell find corpse, and to the best of my knowledge, it's possible to do that by acquiring a scroll and then studying the scroll, which destroys it in the process.
That is true, yes.
Does that actually work for Necros? Not.
I was gonna say, I thought that was a wizard thing.
It is a wizard thing, but
Yeah, however, this is one of those things that she kind of kept over. She can learn necromancy-related things from scrolls still.
Yeah. Well, I primarily use channel energy. I do have a spell pool. It's just spell points rather than spell levels, so I don't know.
There's
how
a
that
conversion
works out.
ratio.
Okay.
But yeah, no. One of the things that she did keep from 5e is just the ability to still learn necromancy shit.
These characters are cobble jobs.
Yes, they are.
I forgot we were playing Pathfinder.
Moriarty, you are
Moriarty,
so
wake
awake
up.
right now. He's so sleepy that he's gonna reverse back around to being awake, right?
Oh yeah, it's happening. It's working. I can feel it. My eyes hurt. That's pain.
But yeah, this would be a about 150 gold.
Oh, that's cheaper.
If you
than
want
I
to
was
buy one,
expecting.
yeah, it's a second level spell.
What kind of investment would be entitled? What kind of investment would be connected to learning it afterwards, though?
Yeah. So for learning a spell, what you do is All right. You must first decipher the magical writing. Next, you must spend 1 hour studying the spell. At the end of the hour, you make a spellcraft check with a DC equal to 15 plus the spell's level, so 17. A wizard who has specialized in a school of spells gains +2 on the check, which it is necromancy related, but it is not necromancy school, so you would not. If the check succeeds, you understand the spell and can now prepare it. Which means you can just use spell points for it.
So there
however,
isn't
if
any
you-
secondary cost involved, or?
No, there is, but it's half the cost of the spell, so it'd just be like 75.
Oh, okay. I can afford this perfectly fine. I was
Yeah, it's
contemplating
so
whether
it'd
I'd
be
have to pawn
225 for
something.
the whole process, but yeah. Thankfully, if you fail, it will just not copy it. It will not eat the scroll.
That is actually very nice.
Yeah, that's specific for scrolls. If it's from a scroll, it doesn't cause it to vanish.
Alright, so, what she is going to be doing is, she's going to go into town, purchase that scroll, and then she's going to be attempting to learn Detect a Corpse.
All right. Are you just going to be like studying it on the spot, or are you returning to the?
Returning to her workshop. And in the meantime, she's going to hand off the copper axes that she had acquired to Sycamore so that he can put those on. It's the copper axes that she pulled with her out of the pocket dimension thingy-majigger. The mirror world.
Oh yeah, where it'll last like that for a while before turning back. Yeah.
Oh wait, so the things are only temporary? They'll revert back.
Yeah,
after
yeah.
a while?
Everything stays for about a week.
Oh well, never mind then.
Unless you find some way to reinforce it, but you'd have to do that with a bunch of divine energy, and
Yeah, that's way above her. Never mind. I was thinking about it being a whole slowly piecing them back together one bit at a time. But if they're going to fade after a week, I'm not going to subject Rose to that trauma.
You could do it as a thing of, oh, I have them right here. I could note down all of the dimensions of it and recreate them. But
that was actually what I was planning to do, since and I now know they're going to dissolve. But yeah, so she's going to be learning the spell. I guess that takes a full hour, or is it 2 hours because it's a level 2 spell?
Oh no, it's just an hour.
Okay.
It's not an hour per level. It's just you spend an hour doing it.
I will point out, the twins do have craft armor and craft weapons.
Oh yeah, they do. Well, you've got an hour before she's going to be doing anything regarding the axe shoes, so.
Well, I mean, they are not there at the moment, but
they're off on their own adventure.
Your character would know that in game.
Yeah. Given the axe shoes, she is going to carefully draft schematics later after this. So just let me know when to do the roll and what I'm rolling, and then
it'd be
go on to what the
spellcraft.
twins are doing.
It'll just be a spellcraft check. You have a DC of 17.
You're gonna love this. I actually have points in spellcraft.
Nice.
And it's finally actually coming. It's finally actually being useful for something. Luck point. I'm burning a point of luck.
Woo!
I just got whiplash from those rolls.
There you go.
I now have 1 point of luck left for the day.
Hell yeah! There you go. There's the luck reversal you needed. It doesn't actually really have much extra effect, but it does
actually walk.
It keeps me from exploding.
Yes. But yeah, no, you would fairly easily understand the mechanisms of this spell, especially since, well, you have kind of, like, seen it be used before, and if I remember correctly, you were also the one to cast it on Relago. Or at least, like, see the, like, you know...
Yeah.
I forget if you casted it directly, but you've seen it be used, at the very least.
It's called Detect Corpse?
Find Corpse.
Find Corpse.
It is literally just straight up called Find Corpse.
Okay. I will look it up on my own recognizance and
Nah, you don't need to.
copy the stuff over. Oh, you already grabbed it?
Yeah, I already grabbed it.
Then DM it to me or put it in the...
I already did.
Okay.
Sniff, sniff. The corpse is over there.
Yeah,
oh no,
well,
that's the mass
not all of us
grave you're
have-
smelling.
Not all of us have giant noses, Gar. All right. Well, it's whenever you do your whatever. I did my thing, so.
Yep. Anyone want to go next before the twins try and find the crypt?
Nope. Let the twins go ahead.
Yep.
Yeah, I got nothing really going on. I guess I could help Rosalia.
So yeah, just studying a scroll together in the brig while Kemo snores in the background.
Moriarty has no
Wolven
mechanism
are
of
at the
learning
dock,
the spell.
making sure it's still a dock.
Oh wait, here I could try to emulate the snoring. Just give me a second.
No.
No.
No. No.
Loud noises.
Yeah.
All right,
I'll
but
reach through the screen and strangle you myself.
Zim, where would you say the twins would start looking first?
Probably the graveyard. Specifically, they would probably try looking for records of where the crypt might be located. And they're pretty sure that those would be kept somewhere in the graveyard. Or, the gravekeeper's domicile.
I'm only doing this to try. I'm only doing this to wake Moriarty up.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again, or call your operator to help you.
Call your operator. Let's go. Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Rose, how did you find the Kaiser's magic reply?
All right. Go ahead and roll me a perception with a +2 on top of whatever your normal bonus is.
That's how you know she's listening.
What was the roll that you wanted?
Perception with a +2 on top of whatever modifier you already have.
All right. Ugh.
Painful.
Wait, why did
you
that
roll
roll?
linguistics, not perception.
Okay, re-rolling. Really?
The Queen demands the two. Hey guys, hold on a second. Guys, we're so back. He's either bombing it or whiffing it.
We're so
Whipple
back,
bomb?
chat.
We're so back.
All right. Thankfully, though, with your results still being high, there are multiple references to crypts inside of the, because there are just literally crypts inside of the graveyard. However, what you do manage to find is a very old reference, a couple miles away from town, that shows that back, like, when this graveyard was originally started, because they kept it in the same location, that there were a handful of corpses that were transported a couple miles outside of town to a location just called the Crypt. It doesn't actually give you, like, a good heading. It just says to the north.
People! Not the point. Look, they're dead now. And really, whose fault is that?
Yours!
That's right.
That's
No
right.
one's.
No one's. Come on, look at the stars. It's the middle of the day. There are no stars. Only if you're looking with your eyes.
Can't wait for you to come down so I can kick your ass.
Also, Punis, or Punis, I am Razim. I am the channel owner, just so you are aware. We are currently doing one of our tabletop RPG campaigns, Pathfinder to be precise. And yeah.
And I'm streaming the game too.
Yes.
And I'm here.
Self-promoting.
I know, right?
Yes.
How dare. But yes, it does say that to the north, a couple miles away, that there is a couple of bodies that was moved there for some reason a very long time ago.
Well then, to the north.
All right. I'm not going to make you roll again because I'll say that 30 was sufficient to, like, keep the trail. You do end up finding what looks to be a very small building. It is made out of stone, and it does look like it's just a very small, like, above-ground crypt in the middle of nowhere. Like it appears very weathered. There was obviously some, like, detail work and writing that was on it that is long since faded. Weathered away. There is a door if you would like to go inside.
Yeah, they'll go inside.
All right. In that case, what you would find on the inside is a handful of like
real quick,
stone coffin.
Just to make sure you're aware, anytime they're going to be opening anything, they're going to be standing well away and using telekinesis to actually open it. In case of traps.
I taught them well.
That is a good distinction to make. So on the inside, what you would find is an engraving, because it seems like the inside is actually it was kept like completely sealed away from the elements. And it does say that here lies the final guardians of Deimos and his atoll of Atar. There does appear to be a way down deeper, but up top it does have, a good 6 sarcophagus things. It's all made out of stone on the inside.
Okay. They're gonna go back and get the others.
All right. With the others, you said that the Wolven would be like guarding the ship and watching the docks, right?
Yes.
Would you be joining them, Timber?
Well, what are you guys trying to do?
This is on and aside from what the twins are doing right now.
Well, I mean, Timberwolf would ask, why the hell are they trying to find a crypt? How does this solve the mission?
Oh no, this is like the twins are not back yet. This is just me asking if you are watching the docks with the rest of the Wolven.
Oh yeah.
All right. In that case,
that's what something about the docks. Timber's watching the docks.
Yep. In that case, you and anyone else that would like to be watching the docks would see what looks to be some sort of messenger or courier person, very out of breath, like kind of like show up on the docks, see your ship, keep running, like it's more of like a slow jog at this point, before finally getting to be just like onto your berth, and then like leaning over and like gasping for air for like a couple seconds before straightening again. I have been sent to...
Greetings, citizen.
Yes, I have been sent to inform all of you that as you were able to successfully complete the challenge of finding the correct lake and retrieving a blessing, you are cordially invited to the ending feast of the festival tomorrow.
Hey, Ulf, get this man a canteen of water.
Oh no.
Thank you for that 19, Ulf. This man is hit with a canteen of water. Thank you for that 19, Ulf.
Oh, by the Kaiserin, he wasn't ready!
He is kind of just straight up beamed.
Timber's gonna go march over to him, pick him up, dust him off, give him a good old lay on hands, lay on licks, heal him up. There you go. And like pat his back very heavily, conk conk.
You almost knock him over again just from patting his back. He's distinctly not Wolven-sized.
Yeah. He's got his big old jug of water now.
And,
keep it as a consolation prize.
Oh, you're talking about the canteen?
Next time, wear a helmet.
Yeah, sure. Oh god, this is so... Where am I gonna keep this? You know what? Whatever. I'm just gonna take it. I'll just take it. And he just kind of like mumbles to himself and walks off with the canteen that is like 4 times the size that he would normally have one at.
Yeah.
Was that so hard? Frickin' drama queen.
Timber's gonna salute Ulf.
Ulf will salute back.
Mission accomplished. Kazarin's finest right there. I'm so goddamn proud.
But yes, you all have been invited to the ending feast, which will take place tomorrow.
Well, I guess I've got nowhere better to be.
Timber's gonna totally misinterpret this ending feast.
Was this before or... Oh, no. Was this before or after the twins got back?
This would be before.
Okay.
This is like while they're out searching.
I can't wait for people to ask Timble what the hell happened.
Yep.
The end is nigh. Because he was the only one at the deck, right?
I don't know. Was anyone else on the deck? I don't know if Gar or Moriarty would.
No.
I was with Rosalia.
Oh yeah, Moriarty was being yeah.
Rose and Moriarty wouldn't have any reason to be coming up from the break yet.
And Gar said he wasn't. So yeah, Timber, it's all on you.
Hell yeah. I'm so happy this place is ending.
He tries so hard.
Wolven, prepare yourselves. Tomorrow is going to be glorious. We might even see the Kaizorn. God, I fucking love Wolven.
But yeah, I don't really see anything else happening, so I'm just gonna say that the twins would be able to get back now.
Hey, guys! We found a tomb that we should go check out.
You found a tomb?
Yeah!
So we're going to go desecrate a tomb?
Yeah!
It's okay. Desecrate is a strong word. I prefer appropriate.
Oh, ransack. Okay.
No.
Hey, they're dead. They don't need their bodies and treasure anymore.
We are levying a post-mortem tax to reallocate resources towards those who need them more.
Rosalia, have you, been going through a thesaurus when I wasn't looking?
Why? Why are you saying that?
I don't know, it just felt like those were a lot of rather large words, like you just tried to lawyer yourself out of something.
Is that your big plan here, huh? Make me feel feelings so you can cut me down a peg? That cut's deep, kid. But I respect that.
What?
The opening was too perfect.
Well, I mean, if this... Oh, yeah. The end is nigh, guys.
Okay, what's about to end this time?
Apparently they're gonna have a feast to celebrate the end of this place.
You sure it's not something else that's ending? The festival only goes on for so long. It might be the end of that.
Well, something's ending. And you know what? Maybe a little tactical tourism's a good thing to get the Wolven off the ship, and maybe we could go on a little adventure. I'm sure they're all tired of babysitting conscripts anyways.
I'm actually interested in the tomb. I just spent some time studying a new spell, and a tomb would be the perfect place for me to field test it.
And Timber, why did we get invited to the end times anyway? We haven't done much here.
Cause we were winners, and they want the champions to show up for the end. As his cape flows majestically in the wind.
It didn't end well.
His cape of friendship and disappointment.
Or maybe just his tail wagging.
So
Maybe.
where are we heading for the end also?
I'm guessing the tent tower thing they got.
I'm assuming it'd be pretty easy to find when it kicks off, if it's the end of the festival.
Yep. For like, where like the end of the festival would probably take place, it is likely that it'd be like, somewhere town square, like in terms of being able to fit the most amount of people for an event.
Okay. Timble's gonna tell his men to gather 1 day's worth of equipment, for adventuring, and he's gonna go down to look for the kobolds real quick.
All right. The kobolds would be inside of their tiny little room. Two of them like on the ground, like going through like some of their boxes, and then one of the others like hanging from one of their little hammocks, also going through shit in the boxes.
The twins are getting
Greetings,
bored and
kobold.
impatient, so they're just uploading the directions to everybody's heads and going off again on their own.
Greetings, kobolds. Do you ever make that ammunition I requested?
They're going to snap around slightly, kind of look at you, and then start rifling through a bunch of shit a lot faster. And like they're trying to find something. Let's see if they can actually find the shit in their absolute mess of garbage.
Tim was gonna.
You did just want them to make you did want them to make Kanonengewehr ammo, right?
Yeah, cannon gear ammo. Yeah.
Yeah, Kanonengewehr. So yeah, they it's certainly not like perfect, considering that like they were only able to like maybe measure it like once, because Brutus would refuse to let it go out of his hands, so they could only like kind of look at it.
Yeah.
Mostly because in his own words, the Jägermeister has given me this weapon. He has not said that I could get rid of it yet.
Yep.
And so let's see how good they actually do on this, because I never actually checked this, but let's see. Okay. Why do I get all the cracked rolls when it's just random bullshit going on and not when it's like combat? Why did they just get another 20 when it come to making this stuff? Okay, I guess the ammunition they make is just the perfect fit. Thank you, kobolds. Fucking...
Timber just holding up the ammunition. It didn't transmit. Screw you, Discord. I did the whole Halo theme chanting thing, but Discord's like, no, that's just random noises.
Timble will remember this. Thank you.
Yep, so they would have made another, let's say, 30 batch of ammo for you.
All right. Countless munitions. Brutus is going to be a happy boy.
Yes. Notably, this is just the cannonballs. You will actually have to get, like, powder packets from somewhere else. But, yeah. This is 30 fully functioning, perfect cannonballs.
All right. I mean, I guess Timble can get some powder, too, because we got that.
Yep. It's just because they have the it's a whole tear packet situation.
Yeah.
That they're taught to do. So, you don't exactly have extra tear packets on standby. You could just give them a powder horn and tell them to eyeball it.
Yeah. Timble go get a powder horn. for slower reloads and hopefully maybe who knows. When we get that desperate.
All right. I'm just
Watch 'em
imagining
put it all
you
in.
just grab like 4 of the fucking things and then
Yeah.
just like bundle them together and hand them to Brutus.
Yep.
All right. He now has a quad bundle of powder horn.
You good?
Oh yeah, no, I've just been I got sick like a week ago, and then it gave me a cough again, and then so now I've just been waiting for my body to stop coughing.
So, the twins had just uploaded the knowledge of the location of that tomb to everybody and then wandered off.
Yeah.
So Rose is going to be rounding up the skeletons to run along to catch up with them. However, Dexter de Palm, she is leaving him gripping the lock of the cell that has Kemo in it and staring at him intently. And she's leaving the other 2 Coco cams, one at the far end of the rowing galley and one up at the helm looking out over the top deck. So she's setting up some security cameras before she leaves.
All right. Kimo now has a golden coconut cam staring at him.
And it's wrapped its fist around the lock, so you'd have to pry its hand open in order to get to the lock to try picking it.
Or knowing him,
Storyteller?
it's dead.
Yeah.
Yes, Timber?
Temple, since the kobolds did a really good job on the ammunition, Kobold Inventor is in charge. Don't make me regret this. And then he leaves.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yes. It's okay. The burden of responsibility is now on him.
Oh, the
see what
kobolds
he
would have been made. The kobolds would have been made aware that the non-magical brownies, those are free for whoever wants them. It's to remove temptation from people to take any of the ones that do have the drugs in them.
Yeah, you should turn your entire ship into drug fiends. You should just do that. It'll turn out well.
I'm not interested in creating Florida. Awkward silence.
Timble's just
Number
going to
1.
be at the dock with his men ready to go. Because the Wolven are pretty fast at getting ready to go.
So is the EP Fox coming along?
Yeah.
Nice.
And Gar?
Yeah.
He's already there.
I understand. Why are you shouting?
When the twins get there, Gaul's just leaning against the wall.
All right. So you guys are all going back to the tomb, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I will say that obviously, like, you know, the faster characters could get there first if they really wanted to, but I'm just gonna guess you guys aren't going to actually like go inside.
Going together.
Yeah. The twins are just flying back to the tomb, right?
Yep, and they're going in as soon as they get back.
Yeah, and since Rose is bringing her skeletons, she has to walk.
Yep.
It's okay. You
Well,
got
not to
a
mention-
possession in front of you.
I was about to say, you got 4 Wolven with you anyway, so I mean...
Yeah, they have a set speed they march at.
Yes, they do. And so, yeah. It would take, like, you know... It's not that long. It's like hour and a half maybe, because you just have to move a couple miles. Honestly, it takes more like grabbing everything and then moving it through the fucking city than it does actually just walking the couple miles north.
You ever see the Queen's Royal Guard or King's Royal Guard now when they're just marching and civilians get in the way? Make way! And if they don't get out of the way, they just get fucking pushed aside.
The problem is that you are currently attempting to march through a whole ass festival filled with packed streets, so
Yes. Probably slows them down a little bit, but yeah.
it does. It's a bit harder to get through because of that than it is for anything else.
Rose will be taking point and just passively having her fear aura turned on. So if anybody doesn't get out of the way, they end up getting within spook range.
Well, I mean, if sometimes a fighting of Timber, that's not a good. That's not. They don't move.
They wouldn't be afraid of Timber. They'd be afraid of her.
Oh, okay.
Well, fear, they automatically have to move. They can't move closer. They have to move away.
Yeah, but Timber still has Conquest Paladin stuff. All right. Well, yeah, we're marching. The ground shakes a little bit.
Insert scene transition here.
Yep. You guys would be now outside of the crypt. It appears very small to Wolven. Also, it is it is actually like a pretty small building. It is like,
yeah.
It is very small.
The twins are already inside, opening all of the sarcophagi.
Yep. The sarcophagus are just filled with remains of people.
Rose, stop them before they unleash. Oh, I don't know. Something heretical.
Oh, well, they would have been here for a while. They already did this.
Yeah,
Well,
they already did this,
yeah.
and they pulled out all the bones and lined them up in the middle of the room for Rose.
Well, Rose, go make a lot of noise if you want us to go in guns blazing.
Candy, Floss.
I need you to stop.
Oh, did you want us to carry these for you?
Can we even fit through this door?
You kind of have to do like the side shuffle, but yeah.
Yeah.
You have to do like the side shuffle, like a lean down.
How it's just a small thing, right?
It's medium sized, so you can squeeze through. But yeah.
No, I meant like a building or something. Like, what's the size of the room?
Oh yeah, no, you have to like stoop to be inside.
Yeah.
But there is a way down. The way down would have been like sealed off. Would the twins wanted to have opened that? Did I come through there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Zim went silent all of a sudden.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry,
I
I got slightly distracted. What's up?
The way down would have been sealed off, like, you know, with basically like a big heavy thing. Would the twins have liked to have moved that, or?
Not yet.
All right. In that case,
they're just sitting on their.
Down...
They're sitting on their pile of corpses, looking pleased with themselves, and their gift to Rosalia.
They already pulled all of them out of the sarcophagi.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm assuming they stripped them of valuables as well.
Dungeon.
They did not contain valuables.
Ido things tipped $5.
Okay.
Razim coins.
Ido, thank you so much for that tip. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it.
All right. It's been a long time since I've done this, so hey, let's see if this still works. I would like to use knowledge religion. She's going to attempt a the the whole divine insight thing that Timber does. If she's able to attempt that with Hades, to see whether or not these people actually are currently resting peacefully, whether they have any connection back to their bodies. She's attempting to do the whole priestess thing that she was supposed to have been doing from the beginning.
All right, go ahead and roll me a knowledge religion, and you know what? Considering your religious experience last session, go ahead and add a +2. Take a small bone eye.
Yeah, because she's actually doing the thing she was
just take
supposed
one
to
of
be
their
doing
small
from the beginning.
bones.
Oof.
Enjoy their
She's
small
rusty.
bones.
I mean, 18's still pretty decent.
Yeah.
It does meet an interesting DC.
She's a little distracted by the sound of Wolven squeezing in.
Candy's
Just
helping.
scraping.
Candy doesn't believe in gods.
All right. So, as for Rosalia and Floss, you would be able to realize that these bodies are decomposed, sure, but given the apparent age of this thing, there really shouldn't be any bodies at all. Like, any bodies should have long since unexisted themselves with something this old. And, well, just judging by the feeling that you can get, like, you know, studying the structure, how it feels inside, this bitch is so haunted. There is a 0% chance that this structure is not haunted.
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Where are their ghosts?
You're gonna have to put them to rest.
Yes, the dead are very, very restless here, which means we need to forcefully send them to bed. So
Or
it's
raise
actually a
them.
good thing that we're here. Or what?
Or raise them.
Well, we need to poke them so that we can beat the crap out of them until they're forced to move on.
The twins
Alternatively, I could attempt to lull them to sleep, but given the fact that they're still hanging around, I feel like the window for niceties has passed.
The twins are just looking down at the bones that they're on.
Joke.
And they reach out claws in unison. Oh my god, look at the little baby. Look at the baby!
Oh my god.
An
He's
adventurous
distracted.
little pine marten baby.
He's gone, we've lost him.
Yes, the baby is reaching out his claws.
Yes, Tim.
Yes, reaching out the
Is
claws
Timble
and
finally
poking at the bones.
In there?
What were you asking, Timber?
Is Temple finally in there?
Yeah.
And he hears that they're restless or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Rose?
Yes.
Why don't you just give them coins?
I can make the attempt.
Alright, boys, get in here! Squeeze! Come on! Temple tries to help pull him through.
Yeah, the inside is getting rather cramped now that this small building is filled with an entire party and 4 Wolven.
Hold on one moment. I'm going to try something. Yes?
Well, after poking the bones and seeing no reaction, presumably, The twins are now resorting to summoning a boulder that they're hovering above the bones and moving out of the way.
Candy?
Okay,
Floss?
what size boulder are you trying to summon inside of a small room?
One big enough to crush all of these bones.
Boulders are spherical. Why are you not just using one of the sarcophagi lids to slam it into the pile multiple times?
Giving him ideas.
Great idea. They're just going to pick up the two of the lids and bring them over.
Darius, you're making it more powerful.
Floss?
What?
Can you wait just one moment?
Oh, sure thing.
What?
All right, just...
Temple's gonna...
Smash.
Detect,
oh.
undead.
Brief tangent, but just when he said that boulders are spherical, the only thing my mind could think of was just Drake and Josh.
Bulk.
Yeah. No, I've used that meme multiple times, yeah.
Yeah.
All I,
I was
think of
more
was
thinking
the
of the...
bowl.
I was thinking of, you know, how happy Tal was to have a Taki icon.
Yeah, I literally then immediately sent the Drake and Josh It's Spherical meme.
Yeah,
that was literally my response.
60 foot, any undead will reveal to Temple.
Oh boy.
You said 60 foot, right?
Yeah.
You get about 3,000 pigs from Rosalia's general direction.
There is a extreme amount of pings that you get just due to Rosalia's existence with her pack of creatures.
It's like that Halo cutscene when it picks up all the flood infection forms.
But also there are some on the floor below you. You count 4.
But with the pile directly in front of us, though, does that ping?
Oh, no. This is bodies.
We're one floor too high. We must go deeper.
Okay, so these ones are not just plain dead.
For now.
So now the twins smash.
You may now smash the pile of bones, yes.
Smash. Smash, smash, smash. Smash.
I could have used those.
We brought them out for you and you said no.
I said that I wanted to make sure that they were resting first. Kind of a moot point now.
They are glaring at Rosalia.
I am trying to do the priestess thing, okay? It's difficult.
Temple looks back to his wolf and just goes, heretics, am I right?
Rosalia will remember that. Rosalia's opinion of you has changed.
Dang, that was quick.
Alright, let's squeeze down. It's another floor.
Alright. Would the twins like to now remove the blocker or like one of the wolven?
Yes, the twins will remove the blocker. And they're going to carry their 2 sarcophagi lids along with them.
Alright. The moment you remove the blocker, like, even, like, starting to shift it away from, like... Because it was basic...
Just quick reminder, they are doing it from afar.
Yeah, no, that is not what matters. Okay. Because, like, this thing was, like, basically, like, you know, like, perfectly cut to fit. The moment you actually start to move it and dislodge it, what ends up happening is that you can see cracks of light coming from whatever's on the other side of this.
Ready yourselves, men.
Do we also hear like a soft angelic? Oh,
no, it's just that you see cracks of light.
Okay, cool. It's legendary loot. Get it open.
Do we hear the Zelda do?
No. You hear the sound of stone scraping against itself.
Rose will be pulling Billy Bones and Jeffrey back to the far corners of the room with held action. Anything comes running out of that door, it's getting shot.
Do we hear the sound of clips being made from Dunbrine's appearance?
I don't know, maybe. Okay, so you guys are you guys gonna react to the fact that light is coming through you, or are you just still gonna, like, keep pulling the blocker?
That was Rose's reaction, was to have her skeletons pull back to defensive positions.
Well, yeah, I know, I'm just saying, for the rest of you.
I mean, Timbo told his men to be ready, and Timbo's just gonna stand there with his chest puffed out.
No, I
Like
have
a
my
good
blockers in
Jägermeister.
position.
The twins are keeping going. They are very curious about what's down there, even more so now that they see light.
All right. As you remove the blocker, you see that now it is opened up significantly. There is a stairway down, and somehow there are lit torches that have produced no soot on the walls or ceiling. And they are lit.
They are lit torches that are lit. Got it.
Yes.
Would it be immediately obvious to us that there's no soot where there should be, or should we roll a perception for that?
Oh, no, it's like, it is
Oh,
very immediately obvious because these things, like, you didn't see them flick on or anything. It's just, they just apparently have been here burning. And yet there is no soot or anything, or debris on the ground. In fact, this entire place is remarkably clean for being a completely abandoned crypt.
Are they magical?
They are.
The twins are going to scoop one of the torches out, and
You cannot.
the
Right,
twins
they're
are
anchored
going
in
to
place on the walls.
acid blast the connection to the wall.
It's a
You may
shiny.
attempt to do so.
The Martens are gonna take the wall.
The Martens are just going to take the wall and the torch. Oh
Kinda
god,
like
the
the
torches are
joke
immovable
about-
rods.
Yeah.
Rose is making sure to stay out of retaliation distance. She's seen what
Alright,
happens
man.
when the twins start messing with magical objects.
Alright, man. Make sure, I'm pretty sure you put on your essential oils today. We're gonna be doing some squeezing.
It does open up a fair bit.
First one is candy, second is floss.
All right. You said you were trying to, like, go for the connector, right?
Yes.
I will say that with the walls of this place and how it is, I'd say that Floss would go ahead and hit, but Candy would not have effect.
Yeah, just pick up the
Okay.
Marten, twist the ear. A spray of acid comes out like an arc welder.
You have dealt after, you know, hardness and all that. You have dealt 1 damage to the connector.
Oof.
You happy?
No. I want these torches.
Temple starts marching down.
There are more torches on the way down.
Well, the twins' plan was to take every other one. But apparently they can't even have a single one. So they just sigh and move along.
All right. As you move down, what ends up happening is you end up entering a room in which there are 4, let's say, apparitions. They are obviously ghosts, but they do not currently appear to be hostile, as they have basically only reacted to you guys coming down the stairs by turning and facing you.
Moriarty waves.
They unfortunately do not reciprocate the gesture.
All right, Rose.
Kill them.
All right, Rose. I think this is more your specialty because.
She is going to step forward. Is there any particular reason why you're still hanging out around here? Shouldn't you have moved on?
You don't really see them, like, properly answer, but you do hear, with, like, a ghostly whisper, the words, "We hold the vigil."
The vigil over what?
The crypt.
So you're just here as guardians, then?
That is correct.
Because I'm sensing a lot of malice in this place. A lot more malice than just somebody keeping an eye on something.
Storyteller?
Yes.
Tim was going to motion Ulf and Randolph to be to his left and right, and Buddhas take up the wheel.
All right, they will do so.
This isn't your normal malice. This is advanced malice.
Yeah. One of the spirits will respond, "'Tis not our malice."
Then whose is it?
The builders.
Is this a jail or just a tomb?
Why can it not be both?
A Joom.
I have a duty to put to rest those who are lingering behind.
Just in the background, you can hear the cock of the cannon go.
Does it really count if they want to be left behind, though? Like, this seems like something they signed up for.
These four, yes. But whatever it is they're guarding sounds like something that should have been ushered to the other side a long time ago.
That Hades should deal with instead of...
Exactly.
What we guard is not yet dead.
Do you
there any
want
reason
it to be dead?
Exactly.
It's a wolf.
Hold on now, what did you say, Timber?
Do you want it to be dead?
If what we are guarding does indeed perish, then yes, we may move on. Until then, we hold the vigil.
What
Would you like
exactly
us to kill
are
it?
you guarding?
The builder.
Oh, yeah, sure. Hey,
The
Buddhist, do you
builder
know
of
what
the
the
town?
builder is?
The builder of the island.
Yeah, the builder, that guy. What was the name again?
Are you talking about the one who founded the town, like Deimos?
Deimos, yeah. So is Deimos that you're guarding?
No, he holds the vigil with us.
You know, and every time you see Timbo looks at the other ghost, and every time Timbo, moves his muzzle to look at something, you can just see Buddhist is following along with his gun.
Sorry, just in this scene, all I can think of right now is, you want I should raise dead? I raise dead, no problem. You want banish dead? No problem. Have plenty more nitro. I do this, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Chunky stew is not banishment. Chunky stew, very bad necromancer. We banish, no problem, no chunks. I give you number of cousin Yevgeny. We'll power wash house, very good prices. No other necromancer do this for you.
Is Yevgeny alive?
It's alive enough.
Could you show us what you're standing vigil over so we can take care of it?
We may be able to do so. Although, once you go down, it's a lot harder to come back up. After all, we hold the vigil to what lies within.
Basically, it's a quarantine. You can't risk whatever's in there getting out, and once we go down, there's a chance that we could end up bringing it out with us when we exit.
We can probably take it.
I like your spunk, Gaul.
I kind of feel like kicking a monster's ass today.
And
Since
if
there's
nothing
that-
else, we have somebody back on the ship who can get us out.
Putting four spirits to rest that have been kept up way past their bedtime, killing an evil monster, potentially getting our hands on some loot, and, getting back into the whole priestess thing. I'm checking a lot of boxes here.
Storyteller.
Yes.
Can I roll a religion check?
You may.
I want to ask the Kaizuan how dead this thing should be.
So you're asking about like what lies within the crypt, right?
Yeah.
In that case, you do get the answer that it should probably be very dead.
Timber poise waits a moment. Ding! Heresy! Orders received. Ready to execute. I'm gonna execute these orders or die trying. I'm gonna die for the Kaiser or die trying.
Yep. Obviously, I feel like this is something that you could have very easily have noticed, which is there are 4 ghosts down here, but there are 6 crypts above. Or 6 sarcophagi that were up in the crypt.
So there's 2 missing.
Well, the bodies are missing now from all of them.
Well, yeah, now all the bodies are missing, but...
What are you talking about?
I just feel like Timber stopped paying attention because he got the answer that the thing in the crypt needs to be killed.
Yeah.
No further details necessary.
Forward march.
Orders received. Nothing else matters. Kazran told me everything I needed to know, which is nothing other than this thing needs to die. Oh God, I miss playing Timber Hill. It's not the fact that Timber doesn't know; it's just he doesn't need to. That information is classified.
I can't remember. Did I use my chromatic armlet charges today?
You did not.
Okay. Just double checking, because I do know that I had to revive the twins, unless somebody else did that. Oh wait, no, never mind. I'm thinking of when I died and then I stim packed myself when I came back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. There is no plug on the way forward for this one, although it is like, just another set of stairs down.
Who wants to lead?
I think Timber's already got that covered.
Oh no, the twins are going in front. The twins will get in front, and they're holding their sarcophagi lids in front of the party as as shields.
They've got a mantlet.
Yeah. All right. Down at the next floor, you come to a long stretching area, just filled with more and more sarcophagi.
The twins drop their sarcophagi lids and start opening each one.
There are bodies inside.
Storyteller? Balk.
Yep.
60 feet. Undead. Detect. Well, it's celestial, undead, and, like, demons and stuff.
Alright. You're getting so many fucking pings from this room. There is, like, just so many pings.
The singular brain cell in Timber's head, you know, it's just a lot, wah, wah, wah. pull it on the radio. This thing's lighting up like a goddamn Cosmo tree.
The sonar is constant.
Yeah.
So,
You just see Timber
are you guys
bonk
actually
head.
walking through the room, or is it just more like...
Rose would have stopped at the door when they began surveying the room.
Timber would have taken
Look,
a couple
Rose!
steps forward.
We got a whole bunch of new bodies for you to make up for the ones that we crushed upstairs. We'll gather these up for you. And they're going to make the skeletons dance across the floor to a
I
pile
think
in
the
the
skeletons
center.
are about to dance all on their own.
Probably, but that's what the twins are attempting to do.
Timber rests his paw on his blade.
Alright. Almost every single sarcophagi that you pass, another spirit comes out of it. And it appears like those 4 spirits from the floor above have followed you down. And you are having a growing and ever-growing congregation of spirits.
Steady!
Spooky, scary skeletons send shivers down your
Steady!
Just how many of you are standing vigil?
We all stand vigil.
That's not a number.
Obviously countless, Roselia.
3,420.
Rose, I think you have your job secure for a little while.
Yeah. Good thing it's not quota-based. Actually, no, bad thing that it's not quota-based. This would have me set for a long time.
Stay
guess we
tight.
press on.
Forward, march.
Yeah, we should keep going.
She's keeping her skeletons towards the back of the group, head on a swivel.
All right. Are you going to
And
be
doing the
attempting
one
to...
thing that, and she's doing the one thing that a lot of people overlook. She is frequently checking the ceiling.
Yep, the ceiling
People
is
always forget the ceiling.
the ceiling is just bare stone, it looks like. Although noticeably, you're not really seeing any seams between the pillars and the ceiling and the floor. It is quite literally seamless.
Noted. Either damn good stonework or it's made out of living stone.
You know, as they start marching forward again, Buddhist goes from half cock to full cock.
Yep. Are any of you attempting to actually count the number of spirits you're gaining?
Rose is going to try to
lost
eyeball
count
the
after
number.
8.
All right. If you are trying to count it, go ahead and roll a perception check for me. Obviously, this will be visual. All right, Rose, you're kind of helped along because you realize, oh hey, I can mostly count sarcophagi, because they seem to be in mostly uniform rows. So, judging by how long it takes before one of the sarcophagi doesn't spawn another spirit, you'd eyeball it at around somewhere north of 900.
By the Kaiserun, countless!
Taking 900 of you to hold this thing back?
We hold the vigil.
I am getting very tempted to bust out the kindly right now. Can't fault them. They're just echoes. It's not the full person.
They have their mission.
I know.
And we have ours. Stomp, stomp, stomp.
I guess Timber's pressing ahead.
Yep. Notably, as the room continues and as you continue to go through, the distance between the floor and the ceiling gets bigger and more accommodating to those of a larger size until eventually it starts getting to the point where, like, how tall is Timber?
Timber's 9 feet tall.
Okay, yeah. So it starts
Like,
getting to the
plus
point.
zeros.
It starts getting quickly to the point where even Timber is feeling like the ceiling is maybe a bit high up. As it's entirely possible at this point that the ceiling is like over 30 feet above you.
Hey, look, we
Twins?
found the dwarven hold.
Twins? Now would probably be a good time to bust out your lantern.
Yeah, that would be a good idea, actually.
They are
Of course it was
bringing
a
out
good
the,
idea. The Kaiserun told me to.
They are bringing out the lantern.
All right. As you bring out the lantern, the congregation of spirits you've got gets a lot more solid. But another thing you notice is that somehow there is like torn apart ghosts that are littering the ground that you're moving through. It's not like it's not like a carpet or anything, but you are moving through like ghost bodies.
Moriarty, for your own safety, I think you should take off that amulet.
Roselia? I've killed plenty of ghosts before, but I don't think I remember the port staying behind.
Yeah.
They swore to hold the vigil.
They can't
By
move
the
on,
ancestors.
but more importantly, whatever it is able to shred things that are of a spectral nature that might extend to anything of an undead nature. AKA me, my minions, and Moriarty when he's wearing the amulet. So we may need to hang towards the back. That doesn't mean that I won't be putting out any offensive spells if it comes to that. Not gonna run away, just not going to serve myself up on a platter either.
Temple nods and reaches into his belt, pulls out a vial of holy water, and just offers it to Gaul. This might come in handy.
Oh, I don't need a drink right now, thank you.
It's a bottle of holy water. It might help us offensively if someone of your speed has it.
Okay.
Temple has one bottle of holy water left.
Also, I think Moriarty passed out.
Possibly.
Oh, I think I must have hit my mute button on my headphones by accident.
Ah.
Like the excuse. So is Moriarty wearing the amulet right now?
Yeah, but I can toggle it on and on. on and off, can't I?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just have to take it off.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Rose is advising you to take it off because there's a chance
I
that
know.
whatever it is down there, it's okay. Yeah.
Could have shredded him because he's undead, because there's some ghosty goose that were killed. I have been listening. My headphones were muted.
Okay. I thought you'd passed out for a second there.
I may be a wiggle worm, but I'm the wiggliest of worms.
Very wiggle, very worm.
Hey, son. Yes, the Ascent to Ascend is back now.
It is.
Bravely Temple marches on.
Is it really that brave if that's all he ever does?
Yes.
Give him his moment. All right.
Because true bravery is being absolutely fucking terrified, yet still going.
Yep, Rose is following behind, but she is not taking point.
All right. And eventually, what you do end up reaching is another sealed off area with another ghost standing before it, but this one is different because while the others still have weapons and they still appear to be armored, this one appears to be in like full regalia.
Temple will stomp his feet and come to a halt. Greetings.
The ghost will not respond, but it will incline its head towards you.
Rose, Ghost Whisperer, talk to him.
Hopefully you can form more cohesive sentences than your peers. What is it that you're keeping vigil over?
I keep vigil over the builder of Atar.
And who or what is the builder?
The builder is a giant.
A regular old giant, nothing special about him?
No, he is. I do not know what you would call him, but he has skin that is reminiscent of bronze.
So he's an automaton.
No, he is flesh and blood.
It's a dragon.
No, it is not a dragon. It is of humanoid shape. Like I said,
Dragonborn.
it is a giant.
Giants don't tend to have copper skin, though, do they?
The ancient ones do.
Oh.
Yeah, you know what I hear when I hear copper skin? I hear very valuable leather. Come on, let's go slay a giant.
Before you attempt to continue on, I do feel the need to warn you. Past this door, and no matter what it takes, should this go awry, I will seal it again.
Oh, anyone have any objections?
No.
I only have 3 wards.
You should be
Or the
fine.
Kaiserin?
And then all the Wolven look super happy. Yeah. Yes, for the Kaiserin.
All right, and this is like an absolutely like massive thing, but by the way, this individual is wielding a spear and a shield, and he reaches out with the spectral spear he has, and uses the tip to tap the plug twice, and it slowly begins to slide inwards.
Right. Before we go past what might very well be a magical quarantine, Rose is going to take this opportunity to do a quick check of the security cameras back on the ship.
All right.
Oh god, twins haven't even healed, did they?
One is overlooking the rowing gallery, one is overlooking the top deck, and one is pointed directly into Kemo's cell.
Yep. It's a little bit more chaotic than normal, but that's also because there's none of the Wolven around to keep order, so it just kind of naturally, the kids are running a little bit more wild than they otherwise would.
Yeah, I'm
But
sure
nothing's
Candy
being-
and Floss are still damaged.
Nothing
are.
being actively destroyed, nothing's on fire.
No, it's just a bit more chaotic. It's like, there might have to be basically like glaring at the kids and going, all right, clean this shit up. But other than that, no, not really.
And Kemo is still being a creepypasta in the corner of the cell.
Yep.
And then there's like a propaganda poster of the Kaiser just looking upset at the chaos.
I'm very disappointed at you.
Yeah. Like even more upset than than she usually looks, which is kind of eerie.
Oh my god, are you okay? Sorry,
going on?
Caddy's behind me with the loudest hiccups ever.
Yeah, I kind of hear it.
So is Rose ready for Shadow of the Colossus?
I was about to play a blurb of the theme song, but then I remembered YouTube uploads. Pretend I'm playing the Shadow of the Colossus music right now.
Yep.
Let me bust out YouTube so I can know what it is. Shadow of the Colossus theme song. I never played that game. Shadow of the Colossus OST, maybe?
Yep. OST means original soundtrack, so.
Yeah.
All right. So, would you like to enter?
Temple does.
All right. As you enter, you see that it is a very, very large room. The ceiling hangs somewhere 40 feet or so above where you're at, and there are pillars filling the room. And at the other end of this large room is what
None shall
appears
see me.
to be...
Though my
there's an
battle cry
influence.
may give me away.
Let me go ahead and see.
Yes, son. And the music is only playing at my end because Zim uploads his streams to YouTube, and they are really zealous about the music claims. So, yeah.
There's music playing on my end. It's just relevant to the scene.
Yep. You know what? Sure, go ahead. I'll accept that.
I have your stream muted to prevent feedback loops. I'll turn it up for just a moment.
And Timber, just go ahead and remember that if you have to make a perception check in the next couple of minutes, take a +10.
All right, sweet.
Yeah. And at the other end of this room, standing...
I'm going to the restroom real quick. I'm listening, though.
All right. Standing approximately 30 feet tall, you'd say, just somewhere around there, reaches about 3/4 to the ceiling, is what appears to be a massive man that is completely covered with a skin of bronze.
Dibs. What?
He is holding in one hand a massive longsword, and in the other, it's kind of like slung over his shoulder. He has a bag.
I am back. When Tipple sees this thing, he's gonna stand up straight and go, I am Templedor Jägermeister von Glorious Balkenborg Wolfenstein. Who am I speaking with?
Do any of you speak Giant?
Nope.
Nope.
Negative.
Do any of you speak Ignan?
I don't even know what that is.
Storyteller?
Yes.
That's ancient.
Wolven do speak Giant.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Because they're big creatures. That's his native language before it got dominated by Celestial.
Yep.
Oh my god.
All right. But yeah, no.
The Wolven didn't
Ignan
say?
is basically the ancient fire language.
Oh, okay.
Caddy's very much dying over here.
All right. In that case, your first attempt to communicate with it would be, unsuccessful just due to the, celestial, automatic go-to.
Yeah.
And then when you try again in Giant, that is when he does respond. All right. Can I do his voice right now without fucking dying from a cough?
Wait, hold on. I am Templedor Jägermeister von Glorious Balkenborg Wolfenstein. Who am I speaking with?
Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to do his name.
We can imagine it.
He
Yeah,
speaks Giant. And I speak well.
Oh god.
And what he replies with, I am Zoram the Builder.
Timbo's gonna try to translate this to the mental connection he has to the twins.
Twins, can I get some subtitles over here?
Yeah, to the rest of you, this just appears to be like a very low, grumbling speech. Like,
The
not
twins-
grumbling,
Okay.
maybe more of like a rumble.
The twins are happily giving subtitles.
Well, this is kind of fun because I was like, I'd never used this one, and I'm kind of happy it finally came up.
Coming in clutch over here.
Yeah. So, his name is what?
Zoram the Builder.
Zoram the Builder?
Yep.
Timbo's gonna ask the history nerds if that means anything to them.
Ask the what? Oh,
The
the history
history
nerds.
nerds.
Okay.
Yeah.
In case anyone wants to make a roll on that, I believe that would be a. Yeah, just go ahead and make it a knowledge history.
I do not have knowledge history.
Anyone has knowledge
Can I make
history,
an
then they roll it.
Can I make an untrained skill check?
Temple has no reason to know who this is, so I'm not gonna even fucking try.
Just
By
knowledge nature.
rules, no, but I like letting people make untrained knowledge checks just to see if they happen to know. So go ahead.
Okay, so what would be the modifier on that?
Int.
All right.
I'm for bashing something.
Unless Kaiserwan gets on the phone and tells Temple who the fuck this is, he doesn't know.
Nah, she ain't gonna bother with that.
Exactly.
Rose, if it helps, Gimmond has given you a natural 20 if you wish to use it on this. Now,
I
just keep
don't
in
wanna-
mind, this is a skill check, which means you cannot critically succeed or fail.
This is true. But no, I feel like I can put that 20 somewhere else better.
Or we could just avoid a fight altogether. By knowing who he is.
Joke.
All right, is anyone
I'm
else
go-
going
I'm-
to make an attempt?
I'll do it for shit. No. Tibble literally has no fun. Like, yeah, I could make a roll, but yeah, no.
I mean, I will just let people know the DC for this is pretty high.
I don't even think Tibble could do it with a nat 20, honestly. And plus, with the censorship of the Imperium, they would literally have no freaking... They would have done everything in their power to make sure Temple knows exactly nothing about this person. But the twins did read a history book, y'all.
They did, and there's their roll.
All right. With the history book, the name itself wasn't mentioned, but like just with how all of this is lining up, this is absolutely the original builder of Atar that Deimos conquered it from. And apparently he is still alive millennia later. And he has been here the whole time.
Well, Will wants you to be much more descriptive.
All right. In that case, after giving his name, the giant does actually start to move. Zoram, for the first time in what would probably be a very long time, given the state of the room and, well, the fact that he just appeared to be lounging on the other side, kind of sullen and accepting his fate at this point, presumably, actually begins and takes a step forward, and then another. And with every step he takes, you can feel the ground rumble beneath you as his individual footsteps, even though you are deep underground, are still capable of shaking this foundation. And he slowly reaches into his bag that is sort of like slung over his shoulder, but is just kind of kept there even when he's not actually holding it. And from the inside, he pulls out a perfect ball of gleaming bronze. Still to this day, perfectly polished and unblemished. As with the other, he holds a sword, a long sword to be specific.
A very long sword.
Still sharp, still polished, and also made out of a gleaming bronze. However, as you look at it, you would also probably notice that, well, the long sword probably has something special about it. Although, if you would like to know what, I would need perception and spellcraft rolls.
Well, I guess I'll use that plus 10 I got for perception.
Yep.
The sword.
Would it be an either or are we rolling both?
You could roll either combination, both, neither, either.
Rose is having an off day. No, I'm not burning that nat 20 yet. I'm waiting for the proper moment. Well, looks like I don't need to.
All right. You guys actually all rolled pretty fucking well. Like, at least when it comes to, like, the final results of all this shit. So, I will just tell you that,
Please
this
don't disturb me
longsword...
while I plot to overthrow you.
This longsword is actually like, it almost seems big for him. It almost seems like this longsword is actually upsized from what a creature of his size should be using. He might actually be one-handing a greatsword right now. For someone of his size of 30 feet tall. And that thing is definitely enchanted.
I haven't
Not
been
just
this pleased with a group of folks since the Cormyreans sent the price of turnips through the roof during the onion famine.
It is not just enchanted a little bit. After all, like,
It wouldn't be an episode without what's his name?
Yakovich.
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 Yeah. Yakovich.
We're so
Yak and
back,
yak.
boys. We're so back. I was waiting for that.
But not only is this thing enchanted, it is at least a couple pluses in terms of like how like enchanted this this sword is. However, you also realize that this thing has both keen and flaming burst on it.
Storyteller.
Yes.
You know, Temple wants to detect chaos. Just, obligatory.
All right. It is not detecting anything chaotic.
Temple nods, to himself. Just a note.
Floss is going to speak up. Also, a Djokovic card was played. But Floss is going to speak up in Ignan. So, why are you down here?
He's going to tilt his head very slightly. Also, you have Ignan?
Yes.
Huh.
Between the twins, they have all of the elemental languages.
Ah, okay.
And Temple was just about to ask him that.
And here I am with only 3 languages. Apparently everyone here is a polyglot.
Temple has 3.
That's not filling me with any... that's not comforting. I have the same number of languages as Timber does.
At least you can read.
You can learn languages up to your int modifier without like outside things like natural languages.
I never found the time.
Okay. All right. But he will kind of like he's a little bit surprised that someone's actually speaking Ignan to him. Like giant, okay, you know what? Sure. Like a couple things are known to speak giant, but Ignan from such a small creature that doesn't appear to be firelight in any way is surprising him. And he will then reply, I was trapped down here millennia ago, and I have made many attempts to gain my freedom again, none of which have worked.
But why were you trapped down here?
I do not know. I was unable to communicate with my captor.
Hold on a moment. Oh my god. I feel like burning my point of luck on this. I'm gonna burn my last point of luck to re-roll this. Come on. That's definitely better.
All right. So, for the twins and Timber, yeah, you think that he legitimately kind of just doesn't know why he's down here. And that, yeah, you know what? Reasonably, Deimos probably didn't speak Giant or Ignan. However, Rose, you do think he's telling the truth about not being able to communicate with Deimos, but you do feel like he probably knows why he's down here.
Twins, could you translate for me? I find it incredibly hard to believe that you truly have no idea. Even animals can pick up on clues.
The twins will translate.
And he is not going to respond to that.
You see, every time that I attempt diplomacy, it never works.
You know, we're just genuinely curious why you're down here and why they would have trapped you in here. We really do want to just know what happened and why.
If you wish to know why I am trapped down here, you would have much better luck talking to my captor. I know for a fact that he is still around.
No, they've just been, all these people here are kind of, they don't really say anything of use.
The ghosts are like broken records.
Whatever those are, yeah.
Actually, are records a thing?
Yes. Gar wouldn't know, but yes, they are.
The twins would not know.
Caddy, are you okay?
Don't you want your story to be shared at the least? Because as of right now, nobody knows that you even exist down here.
Yeah. Also, just real quick, in case you're wondering if things exist that can record audio, then yes, those would exist. They generally do it onto gems, though, like enchanted gems.
Surely
Like
there's
a
been
cracked
propaganda stuff.
Yeah. They're like a cracked memory stone there. Whatever the suitable idiom is.
Yeah. Just, you know, on an aside, those do exist in Pathfinder, yes. There's actually something really funny called a clockwork spy. It works exactly like how you think it does.
Oh my god.
I'm sure the Imperium has plenty of ways to repeat messages to the walkers.
Clockwork spy, aka body cam.
Yeah, it is called the clockwork spy. Yeah. He will just kind of frown and go, I care not for the glory of my name or my story.
Well, that's fair. But what about the company of somebody that wants to listen?
I do not desire company.
Well, yeah, but if you're friendly, maybe we'll help you get out.
What, Does he desire death?
If
Do you want to-
truly believe that you could get me out, then leave. Show me that you can get out first.
No. We want to find out what your story is before we go that route. I mean, you've already been here for who knows how long. What's a few more minutes?
If you cannot leave, then what use would my story have to you?
Oh, we can get out.
And to this, the giant will just smile at you.
The twins are begging for a lore dump. Tal, you are the lore master and you're refusing the lore dump.
Okay. Look, I'm just going to say, you're asking for a lore dump to something whose bestiary entry will gladly fight to the death and does not care about morale. One of his abilities is literally putting his depression into his voice as he laughs at you.
I still want the lore dump!
You're trying to get a lore dump out of the man who wants to die.
Blood from the stone.
I love explaining lore. It's just that this guy is not going to give you fucking lore.
Yeah.
I have a... Oh, wait, what was the guy's name again?
Zoram. Zoram the Builder.
I have a question for you, Zoram. Do you crave death?
I do desire to finally be done with this. But I also do not desire to die for something maybe not meaningless. But I will not die at my own hands, nor will I simply let someone kill me.
You want a warrior's death? In
If
this
you wish to
case,
call it as such.
in this case, you having a warrior's death would put quite a few spirits to rest as well. Which, as far as I'm concerned, is a noble cause.
The twins, they're fuming. They want his story.
The wolven
Make you a deal.
understand. The
twins
wolven
can-
finally understand everything that needs to go on right now.
The twins can have it from his cold dead hands.
I'm willing to make you a deal. We'll give you the best fight you've had in over 1,000 years, so long as you tell us what about you makes you worthy of such a fight. What's the story that led to you being trapped down here?
The twins are looking exceedingly happy at that. And looking up at him. They see what she's doing. They approve.
Yes.
Rosalia just sees in the upper left of her vision. The twins approve of this action.
Everyone liked that.
Meanwhile, the wolven is like patiently waiting to die for the Kaizorin.
Yeah, they know what they
shall
realize what she's
see.
doing too.
Though my battle cry may give me away.
Ah, Woe is redeeming some influence. Let us see what it is.
So does Moriarty approve?
I think Moriarty's dead.
Oh, I got muted again. Sorry, what am I approving of?
The head game that Rose just pulled with the giant.
Which was?
Why would you?
Well, I would say
be
head game so
worried?
much as manipulation.
Sky the Varlin
Basically,
has brought
she's-
the chaos.
Oh no.
Sky has
It
reversed
begins.
Woe's influence.
The minor.
Oh no.
All right. In that case, you know what? Yeah, I can work. I can work with that.
But yeah, Moriarty. Basically, the guy wants to die, so she's holding him ransom against himself.
How?
Basically, we will gladly fight you to the death, but only after you tell your story.
Oh, okay. I mean, he wants to die. Yeah. It's a weird gray area, but I'm okay with it.
And not only would him dying put a bunch of ghosts to rest, we kinda can't safely leave until after he's dead anyways. Just get the feeling after they kill the after we kill the giant, assuming that we are able to kill the giant, when we go back up top and just, would you kindly go to bed?
All right. Oh, great. I was just about to say, well, I guess time's run out to see if there's another reversal card, only for Woe to now do a game breaking. Let's see what this game breaking is.
A gleaming endowment.
Orca Commander tipped $30. I wonder what this historical account does.
Thank you, Orca.
Orca,
You
thank you so much for that tip. That is the tip goal fully completed. Thank you.
And the music right now is so perfect for this. The music I have playing at my end, I don't know what's playing at your end. Still have the stream muted as a safety precaution.
All right. So, Zorm, he kind of seems to be, like, actually, like, considering this a bit. Zorm's just like, do I do this? And then you guys feel a Jakovich message start.
Oh, no.
Hey, so, you know, I went ahead and did a bunch of stuff with, and then it just cuts off as, like, that entire link is just shut down. And the giant throws his sphere at you. Specifically, he is going to be throwing it at... actually, who's going to be the closest person to him?
Timber.
I'm guessing the twins might actually.
Well, yeah, but he's going to have a hard time seeing the twins, but yeah. Or at least...
I mean, the twins do still also have their sarcophagi shields in front of them.
Oh, yeah. They still have the riot shield.
Yep, which would do some cover. Is what that would give. But let me go ahead and make sure I have this correct.
None shall see me. Though my battle cry may give me away.
You know what? Sure, I'll go ahead and do that. Also, Timber.
Yeah.
A 30 would hit you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. In that case, you will be taking 34 damage from this, which will put you on a total of 35 wounds. As he rockets his bronze sphere directly into your gut.
Oofda.
All right, it's on.
Yep, and as he does this, Jakovich's message continues. Yeah, so I was going ahead and doing a bunch of stuff with Bitey, and it turns out that.
Ow!
And then the message cuts again as it reaches the word limit.
I keep pausing the music when the Jakovich message starts, and then I resume it, and then I pause it when you start it up again. Why do you do this to me?
Yeah, and now would everyone please roll initiative for me?
Does everyone remember how to do initiative?
I'll figure it out. Oh.
Temple is ready.
Timber is pretty ready.
Oh, good thing that Rose was sticking to the back, huh?
Yeah, that is probably a pretty good thing.
Did we get the story?
You what?
No, but we did get a ball.
Oh yeah, no, he did. He did basically go, interesting proposal. What if I just attack you?
Oh my god, guys, he's fucking balling.
I don't get it.
Because he threw a ball.
He's
threw the ball at us. Oofta.
Buddha's balling back.
Bro, he will need to. Cool. So this kind of fits. I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure that all of this is correct, and I do believe that it is. And yeah, he will be going first. But I do believe that this would be probably a good time to go ahead and call session, because I do have work in the morning. Unfortunately, we did start like an hour late.
Son of a bitch.
I do actually kind of have work in the morning.
Son of a
And
bitch.
unlike normal, I
Darius.
actually have to actually drive to my work now. By the way, I got a new job in our hiatus.
No, tell Darius. I was going to use my nat 20 for bone rattle, so it finally goes through on something.
I'll let you cue the nat 20 if you really want.
I
Rattle
really
me
want.
bones.
I was gonna bone rattle, and then I was gonna move that into Death Knight's purchase, and then I was going to summon Pot of Greed.
And then summon Pot of Greed, which allows me to draw 2 additional cards. Yeah, I'll let you I'll go ahead and let you cue that.
Yes. Who's that gave me the nat 20 again?
Oh, probably Gimmond.
Gimmond. Yes, Gimmond. Thank you. You gave me Pot of Greed.
Can you imagine?
I'm then going to use to summon Pot of Greed.
Can you imagine?
No, seriously, Death Knight. Burning Death Knight's purchase is actually going to be very, very good for me next time around, because I don't know if you noticed or not, but I'm missing a quarter of my health bar.
Yep. To be fair, Timber just got knocked for a third of his.
And
yeah.
Hey, I got to bleed for the Kaiser today. I'm doing my job.
If you look, the Martens are at half health.
They are.
Yeah, they want to go freaking adventure while injured.
Moriarty's healthy, I think.
Moriarty, you are healthy, yes. The only 2 people who are healthy is Moriarty and Gar.
Gar, what are you doing? You're the barbarian. You should be the least healthy.
Well, I got healed from losing my hand.
That is true. He did lose his hand.
Is your hand back?
Yes, because
Yeah,
I went to a healer.
Right.
No, yeah, Death Knight's purchase with my current level and my number of necrosis feats, if any target with more than 3 hit dice fails a necrotic effect that I give them, which they would, because I'm using the nat 20, he would fail against Bone Rattle. I get 5d6 plus 3 temp HP, which I can then spend a spell point to convert into actual HP.
Yeah. I don't know. Does the guy that has a couple hundred HP have more than 3 hit dice? I'm not sure.
Exactly. So yes,
yeah.
That note for later. I definitely want to do that. That's going to be an epic moment for Rose. Tiny little bunny is going to force the giant to step the fuck back. That's literally what I was planning. I was going to have her say, "Would you kindly back the fuck up?"
Yeah, don't worry. I'll let you cue it. I do feel bad about having to end a bit early, but I am still adjusting to my schedule, so.
Actually, you're fine because Caddy was hoping there'd be some night left so that me, him, and his brother could play Helldivers. So everything worked out nice in the end.
All right.
The first one?
Yeah, the first one. I don't have the second one.
Took a hit for the pack. Happy.
Gonna be an epic fight next weekend. Don't miss it.
I just imagine like Tipple catches the goddamn ball, scoots it back a couple inches, like a foot or so.
That means he's out, right? If you catch the ball.
Touch the ball, yeah.
Yeah, you caught the ball, Giant's out. He has to sit on the sidelines now.
Chucks it to the side. Oh.
But yeah, no. Funnily enough, his bestiary entry under morale is he is disconsolate at his current circumstances and gladly fights to the death.
So he's wolfing.
Tell Darius, I hope you realize that if and when we drop this guy, unless you do some total bullshit to destroy the body, I am going to find a way to drag him back to the ship.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. I expected that.
This is so much meat for the carnivores, and these are bones that I can make a bone mech out of for Rose.
Also, he does literally have bronze skin.
Oh yeah, no, we are totally going to be up armoring the ship with that.
I do have his listed DR. If you do manage to skin him, I will give his skin his DR.
Timber, how do you feel about that bronze bulwark for the ship?
We will upgrade the ship to still be the wash ship in the Imperial Navy.
Timber, how do you feel about giving him an honorable death?
I'm a little winded, but yeah, sure. Kinda. You saw that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I totally caught it.
Now, time for the cannoneers to fire back at him.
Yep.
Yeah, note it down that I caught it.
All right. I am going to go ahead and hop off now. I will see all of you next week, though.
Bye.
Yeah, I hope so.
All right, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining us today for Ascent to Ascend Pathfinder. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They are on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I could not do this without your guys' help and support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, bringing your friends in, picking up some merch over at zgfgaming.store, or coming by and hanging out, and of course don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube. But for now, thank you all so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye, everyone.
I'm gonna taunt the sender.